People have things that are insecure about. Generally, I know it's something supposed to be something private, but usually when the private is discussed, the insecurity vanishes. Basic. I mean, you're the one interviewing me, not me interviewing yourself.
It's just be a conversation, it's not an interview.
Oh, is it recording already?
Oh, okay.
You're recording. Oh wow.
Success means a lot of things to a lot of people, but for you to be truly satisfied, you have to ask yourself, what does success mean to me? I met a guy, his name is Ayo. He's a 500 level engineering student and also happens to be the assistant student chaplain male of my university. He has a ministry called Trinity, which has over 2.5k members on Substack and over 800 members on Telegram. And today, we'll be talking about success and what it means to him.
Personally, I think we have the idea of success in university all wrong. Like I said, I'm starting to put together a newsletter about it. I'll be starting that today. Hopefully by Sunday I should be done. But this newsletter is usually like long format. I don't write short. Partially because I want to help people. This generation is dealing with brain rot stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't read long, and people actually they read. Yeah, you'll be surprised if it's rich enough they will read. Personally, I have an ideology that there are five things to base success in school off of. In the long run, I don't think short term. I think long term. I think it's a blessing from God, something like that. I think so. First is, of course, your academic performance. I mean, that's the crux of why you're in school. If you don't pass, you won't exit the system. Number two is your relationship with God, or knowing God genuinely. Number three is a sense of purpose and direction. Number four is your social capital or social relationships. Number five is financial intelligence, basically. Life is not kind. So, at someone's graduation, for example, the only thing the school is celebrating is 1 out of 5. So, if the person even finishes with a 5 point and is failing financially, he has little or no knowledge about finances, is devoid of social capital, doesn't have a relationship with God, lacks a sense of direction or purpose, that is 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 is fail, right? And that's why someone like that can exit school, even though he is the top of his class, and then they have someone else who just manages to finish academically but has a bank of social capital relationships, has a sense of direction, some level of knowledge of finance. In the grand scheme of things, the person is finishing with 4 over 5, 4 out of 5, and that is success, right? Although it doesn't show off as success at your convocation, because people feel like, he's just barely trying to. I did the research and I realized that your top CEOs, directors, people like that are usually second class lower students, and then they end up hiring all the first class students. Yeah. And that's because the first class students actually measure success by one metric. I'm not trying to say the ultimate of everything is to be able to employ another person. I'm not trying to base it off of that. I'm trying to say life is so unkind that even though what school celebrates is 1 out of 5, life will not look at it that way. Life has its strict metrics or its strict rules and principles for which people are supposed to function by. And that is the five things, like in my own opinion, my own ideology, basically. So I think to really define success in school is to at least have, if not all, but 3 out of 5 of those things sorted, basically. Emphasis on your academics, your work with God, and social capital. If you have those three, I think you're good.
But you think that somebody can get all five?
Yes, not to brag, I think I've gotten all 5.
Somebody say Merlin. Merlin.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how busy are you?
Scale of 1 to 10. I would say 8, 9.
9.
On some days, like Sundays, if 11 is possible, yes, 11.
Do you like that?
Do I like that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say I like that. I think it just comes with the responsibilities and everything in this current phase of my life.
So you don't think it will always be like that?
I'm not trying to say I don't think you always be like that. I think I've heard persons tell me, "Oh, this is probably the least busiest you'll ever be," and that
Least.
is yeah, and I think that is true. I'm giving the fact that maybe some of the things that God has told me about myself, my life, His purpose and His visions for my life. So yeah, I believe, if at all, something like this, yeah, probably throughout my entire life, I believe so.
So you like it. You feel like you'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I won't say I like it, but I've survived this long, so I mean, yeah, I think I'll be fine with it. Yeah. I think I'll find better ways around it.
Are you a people person?
Um, yes and no. I would say I'm a people person because of say things that God has given me privilege to do, an organization, business, chaplaincy in school. So that makes me a people person. But on a normal day, I won't say I'm a big people person. I love to sit down by myself, put my thoughts together, do stuff by myself. So I'll say yes and no. Actually,
So you learn to be a people person.
yes, definitely learn to be a people person. Yeah,
How?
I mean, how do I explain this? I think I'll share an experience. When I was in the 300 level, started to serve as assistant head two of evangelism team. Right, that was a very big transition from me. 300 level I was assistant head of Believers Foundation class, so I had to work with people, but not as much compared to when I was now assistant head two of evangelism team. Now I have people I'm responsible for. After every family meeting, they walk up to you. I've asked, "How are you doing? Hope you're good. You're fine. How's been your week?" And then my conversation ends. But they take it a step further. They go, "How are you doing? What are you up to?" So, like that and like that, I think I began to um, change, become better with people and speaking with them, engaging them. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're always checking up on people and like are you checked on?
Am I checked up on?
Yes.
Um, I would say yes, but not to the degree to which I check up on people. I think as a leader, you give out more than you receive. It
Hmm.
kind of comes with being a servant leader, right? Where you have so many people to really see how they're doing and be able to track their progress, see how they are faring, how they are growing. And the same doesn't always apply to you because many of those persons are actually growing and they don't yet get it to follow up on you and see if you are fine and doing well. But I do have time from time to time for persons from Trinity, for example, they check up on me. But if you place it on the balance, I say I'll check up on people more than I'm being checked up on.
Are you talking about the amount of people that check up on you or the quality?
Quality, I think it's both. Amount not so much, the quality not so much. There's this psychological. There's just the way people think. As a leader, you have it all figured out, and you should be fine. All
Actually.
right. There's just that. Oh, it's Ayo. I mean, this should be fine. So, and it's not always true. Yeah. So how about you?
How about me what?
The Stephanie I know internally is Stephanie that answers exam past questions and sends it to the group. That Stephanie has evolved into a Stephanie that is having a podcast. Why?
Let's pause. It is not a podcast, it is a show. Please let's take note. Thank you.
Why? Yeah.
For most of my life, right, I usually just observed rather than participated.
Okay.
And I did it unconsciously. Like I just moved through life. I watched people do things that I would like to do, but like I just thought my personality didn't.
Match.
Yeah, it didn't encapsulate that. Like it didn't have that installed for me. I was not like, oh, what's actually wrong with me? Like why can't I fit in? Why can't I show up like everybody? People were making friends. People were just moving through like life. Like I was just like, why am I just weird and awkward? What's going on?
But would you say like your personality was shaped by childhood growing up? Are you the only child? Do you have siblings?
I have older siblings.
You have older siblings. You're the last child.
Yes.
Oh wow. I'm the last child too. So.
I think somebody has asked me this thing, but I don't think my childhood did anything wrong. My siblings were much they are much older than me, so they're not usually around, which is fine. I enjoy my company.
Mm.
I do. I enjoy it so much. That's where I found time to make stuff,
Mm-hmm.
read. But I guess I enjoyed my company so much that I didn't know how to
Yeah,
enjoy other people's
his
company.
company.
So yeah, I guess that was a problem. And then you don't know what people are thinking. Like are they happy to be here with me? So I just end up just being by myself without meeting myself.
I had a very similar experience too. Growing up, my siblings are much older. There is a lot of years in between us. Just for context sake, I'm the only person that is not married in my family. They're all married with kids, right? So that's how. Yeah. So I also grew up having to learn to enjoy my own company. And I love to build stuff too. Build a lot of stuff, drones, cars, ships, boats, stuff like I built a lot of stuff. Yeah. But the thing with persons like you, like me, right, in this scenario of having to grow up as a last child with your siblings not being around is you, like you said, you enjoy your company so much. You don't know how to enjoy other people's company. Or you don't even know how to come into other people's company. It's not something that I would say I've completely dealt with, that I've completely outgrown. It still happens to me right now, but it's just that it's not as bad as it used to be. One of the things that really helped for me was, you know what, screw it. I don't care what you think in your mind. I'm just gonna do me. Like I'm just gonna say I, don't say I, stay on my own, stay on my own. That has really helped. Basically, I really don't give 2 cents about what somebody is thinking in their heart or in their minds about me. It just doesn't bother me. Again, at first it was difficult, but now it's much easier to think that way. I think it has radically changed how I interact with people as well. Sometimes I just think of me being alone is me being selfish. I mean, there is so much inside me that someone else would not mind sharing or being blessed by staying alone. I'm just being absolutely selfish.
Most of the time it feels like you have been put in a box. And then when people see you step out of that box, they're like, that's not
That's not
Stephanie.
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not Stephanie I know. There's something my mom used to say. My mom used to say, I want to do what's in my mind. Like when she's like thinking about things, she's like, nevertheless, I'll do what's in my
Right.
mind. I'll do what's in my mind. So I think that has really helped me. I'm still learning a lot and it can be quite painful at times. Like it feels like everybody else has it like easy.
Easy.
And then you're just there like everybody's blending, everybody's happy, everybody's relating and you're just the one like
I know that struggling to do all those things.
it's just someone. And there are a lot of misconceptions about what prayer is meant to look like.
I'm looking at what to say, what not to say, what to explain, what not to explain. But really, prayer is no more different than the kind of conversation we're having right now. It's just that rather than being a horizontal conversation, it's a perpendicular one. In the sense of you're not communicating with man, you're communicating with God. But nonetheless, you're communicating with God. So there are different kinds of prayer. But fundamentally, when you look at when Jesus himself, God came to earth, took upon flesh. John 1, verse I think 17, and dwelt amongst us. And then he went ahead to teach us on how to pray. So it means that God came from heaven to earth and said, this is how to pray. So it's wisdom to learn from what Christ said. So Christ, one of the first things he emphasized about prayer was not actually how to pray, but how not to pray.
Okay.
Basically, it's kind of a zero reverse psychology kind of a thing. So it goes, oh, when you want to pray, don't pray like these people, right? So I was talking about the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the priests, and all those kind of people. His first emphasis was about the heart. It says, when you want to pray, shut the door behind you and pray to your Father in heaven, and your Father in heaven that sees you in secret will reward you openly. His emphasis and primary reason for mentioning that point was to bring you to the consciousness that prayer is between you and God, not between you and other people. If that's the case, it changes many things that go on. So it means prayer is not going to be performative. It means prayer is not going to be um, a means to impress God. Prayer is rather a communication, right? So when Christ was also speaking, he says, "Do not babble on and on," right? Like the Pharisees who use vain repetition, hoping that by their much speaking, God will finally hear them. The word vain repetition, then KJ, what it means empty words. It means words that your heart do not mean. For example, someone is praying, and that's the dilemma of this generation. We're praying in tongues. Someone is praying in tongues, and then also all the time he's praying in tongues, he's thinking Yamarita and waffles, right? That's not prayer. Christ says that's not prayer. That's not prayer. Prayer is what your lips is saying, your heart is also communicating.
And Jesus said, when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. Matthew 6, verse 6. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye.